Hi, everyone. I'm Charlene Shirk, and welcome to Digital Champions, where we speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the digital space. And joining me from the West Coast is Jared Brick in Santa Cruz, California. Jared, so good to see you and have you riding shotgun with me today.
You too. Nice to see you too.
Nice to see you. And from Pleasant Hill, California, we've got Sarah Fisher with Blue Lotus Films. Sarah, thanks so much for taking the time to join us today on Digital Champions.
Oh, no problem. Thanks so much for having me.
It's our pleasure. So tell us all about Blue Lotus Films.
Yeah, so at Blue Lotus Films, we work with wellness business owners to help them create a memorable brand with inspiring story-driven videos. So we help them, create their story, do everything from start to finish with brand videos, with testimonial videos, and promotional videos. So we can do a whole suite of videos to help make their brand memorable, but really based on using storytelling techniques.
Sarah, give us an example of a recent client you've worked with and what they came to you, what was their problem, and how did you guys work with them?
Yeah, so most of our clients, they are looking for help with telling their story. So how can they tell their story in a way that is concise, but also makes their brand memorable? So typically what we do is we start out with a 90-second video because most people are not going to watch videos, especially on a homepage past 90 seconds, especially if they aren't familiar with the brand, with the website that they're looking at. And so what we have to do is we have to first pull out all the information about their branding and really get to know that brand, what makes them tick, what makes them unique, what drives them, what is the purpose of their business, and how do they transform their customers' lives. And so once we get all that information, then we have to start to pare it down and go through, several script iterations and pull out the most important information, because often a lot of clients, they really want to put so much information in their story. And, the first script iteration will end up being usually 2 to 3 minutes, which isn't that long. But again, we do want to keep it concise, and it is possible, just to include the most essential information about their story. So that's where people need help with our storytelling formula, which is really speaking to the audience, speaking to the person that they could potentially do business with, rather than just kind of droning on and on about, oh, this is why I started my business, and, getting into all these extraneous details that a lot of people might not even be interested in. So we're just kind of distilling the most important information. And then from there, of course, we go on to shooting the video and going through the post-production. So it is quite a process, but we can get, most of our 90-second videos can be accomplished in about 6 weeks. So that's what we do.
That's great. And being in the video world, what styles do you like? And do you ever get to use comedy? We're seeing comedy being used a lot more with business videos even. So what styles of videos are you currently,
Yeah.
promoting or using a lot?
Yeah, there definitely is a lot of content out there that aims to be entertainment. Our videos are much more educational, just really getting to the heart of the information. But we want to make it a personal connection. So I personally am not very talented at comedy, although it's something I've thought that maybe I could try out because I do really enjoy watching comedy. It's just I don't really have the talent and the flair for making a comedy video. So we try to make it just an emotional connection. That's the most important thing. Really connecting with the personal wants and desires of the audience and why they might potentially do business with our clients. But yeah, comedy is not generally the style that we really go for.
And Sarah, one of the key things that I've noticed that a lot of digital marketers have been talking about a lot is testing. testing to get it really right, get that response reaction, that feed that pipeline, that conversion. Can you talk a little bit about how you test your videos, kind of what audience do you put them in front of? How do you decide if you need to make any changes, what changes that you do make?
Yeah. So typically, when clients come to us, they're just looking, to have a certain set of videos, and they don't do a lot of testing with the videos that we create. But the other side of my business is coaching and consulting. So I help businesses actually create their own suite of videos from scratch. And then I can teach them how to do the testing on various platforms. So, we can do testing with ads, we can do A/B testing, especially important to do with advertising. And then, testing the videos that they're putting out on Instagram and Facebook, analyzing the data as they test out different types of content and not only different styles, but different information that they're sharing in the video, because it is really fascinating. A lot of the time, clients have an idea of what an audience needs, quote unquote, needs to know, but that often isn't what they want to know. They're much more interested in a separate topic, which the business has a lot of knowledge and experience with, but often the business owner, that isn't top of mind for them. So that is, I think, one of the great reasons, just to continue to test without any expectation, so you can really see, oh, the audience is responding to this video. I really didn't expect that. And that certainly has happened in my own marketing as well.
Well, Sarah, we're going to need to leave it there, but that was great information, great insight to provide folks, even whether they're making a big video or they're going to do the shorter ones on their own, is to make sure that they drill it down, stay concise, and make sure that their audience actually wants the content that they're giving to them.
Yes, absolutely essential is, really plugging into the needs and the wants of the actual customer.
Well, Sarah, thank you so much for taking the time to share your insight with us today on video, because we know it's all about video here today on Digital Champions.
You're welcome. Thanks so much for having me. It was enjoyable.
It's our pleasure. Jared, always good to see you, sir.
You too. And thank you, Sarah. That was great. Really informative.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to learn more about what they're doing at Blue Lotus Films, you can start by checking them out on dailyadbrief.com. I'm Charlene Shirk. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Digital Champions, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.